Hey there, this is Jexy with the Systems Alliance, and in this video, we're going to go over my 10 most anticipated movies in 2019. So before I start, be sure to leave your top 10 in the comment section below. Feel free to ask me why I didn't have a certain movie in my top 10. As I was going through these, I picked out about 22 or so movies, and then I realized, oh, that's more than 10. I need to narrow this down if I'm going to do a top 10. And I really didn't want to get into any of the honorable mentions because I just wanted to keep this focused top 10. So be sure to leave your choices in the comment section below and let's discuss. Coming in at number 10 with a current release date in May is Detective Pikachu. So this was a movie that, one, I didn't even know existed until the trailer came out, and two, even when the trailer did drop before I saw it, I definitely didn't know that it's something that I even wanted to see. So this was a surprise for me, as I know it was a surprise for a lot of you. But to be honest, the trailer just flat out won me over. I mean, it was a great trailer. I love the look of everything. Ryan Reynolds is Pikachu, so that's pretty hilarious right there, and it just seems to have a lot of themes that I actually like. It's based on the video game Detective Pikachu, and that obviously differs from the normal Pokemon stuff, so I do like where this seems to be going. The acting for the kid actor seems pretty good, so yeah, it made my top 10. Now, coming in at number 9 with a current release date in December is Jumanji 2. So it doesn't have an official title yet. It's going to be the second Jumanji. It could very well get pushed off into 2020. But for right now, it's coming out in December, the second Jumanji. I love this Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle that we got. I mean, to me, an incredibly fun film. Tons of rewatchability. It's a video game movie that's actually good. Obviously not based on any video game, but the way they did everything, I mean, oh, I think this is a cutscene. I mean, it was hilarious. I absolutely loved it, and I can't wait to see more, especially if you're bringing back the same cast. Now, coming in at number 8 and opening up in January is Glass. Now, this movie looks absolutely amazing, and Unbreakable is a movie that I absolutely loved when it came out. I think it definitely holds up, and I'm definitely looking to seeing more of that. And of course, Split, seeing the fact that you didn't even know until, well, no spoilers, but who knew that those movies were even tied in together? So the fact that they are is insane, and then we're having one where they all meet in Glass. That seems awesome, and I just can't wait to see it. Now, coming in at number 7 for me with the current release date in September is It Chapter 2. Now, the first It, Chapter 1, that was amazing. One of my favorite horror movies, and I just love the dialogue between the characters. I think It is just a really compelling character, how he manifests himself with fear and everything like that. I'm not sure if it'll be good as the first one because that seems to be the strongest part of not only the original TV miniseries, but the book as well. Obviously, the kid stuff is maybe more interesting than the thing that adults fear, but it'll be interesting to see how they do manifest those adult fears and how that actually transfers to film in a big budget movie. So still looking forward to it. Great Stephen King novel, great miniseries before, and great movie as well that just came out. So definitely looking forward to the sequel. Coming in at number 6 and opening up in July is Spider-Man Far From Home. So I love me some Spider-Man, and this Spider-Man, Tom Holland, is by far my favorite out of any of the Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire seemed great at first, but you go back and look at that movie, he's like 30 when the movie starts, and everyone in the high school with him is like 35. I mean, it's ridiculous. Good movies, but I don't think they really hold up as well. And the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movies with Andrew Garfield, I think they were bad. I did not like them personally. I thought they were by far the worst Spider-Man movies, but seeing this Spider-Man Homecoming movie, I absolutely loved it. I mean, they kept it grounded. He looks like he's in high school. Like, everything worked, right? Everything worked in that movie for me. That was Spider-Man to me. So definitely looking forward to the sequel to that. Now, coming in at number 5 and opening supposedly in October is Joker. Now, Joaquin Phoenix is the Joker in this movie, and other than just a few crazy shots and him kind of looking really creepy, which I guess it's working into the camera, I don't know much about this movie. And I kind of like that. I kind of want to go in fresh. Sure, once the trailers drop, I'm sure I'll be checking them out, but for right now, just the fact that apparently this Joker movie seems to be looking pretty good. Supposedly it's not connected to the DCU. I'm just actually interested in seeing how it looks and fits. Like, how are they going to do this Joker movie separate? Is there going to be Batman in it? Which Batman? Is it a Batman we know? Is it going to be a new one? Is it somehow going to tie into the DCU? Of course, as a big comics fan, I always think about not only just Elseworlds, but also, the multiverse. Are they going to collide at some point? Is the TV universe ever going to collide with the movie universe? It's just fun stuff to think about, but I'm just looking forward to a Joker movie where he goes absolutely bonkers. So that's number 5 for me. Coming in at number 4 and opening up in February is a movie that originally when the first trailer came out, I wasn't really looking forward to it all, but once the second trailer dropped and they definitely cleaned up the CG, it's made a big impact on me, and that's Aleta Battle Angel, or as I just like to call it from the manga, Battle Angel. But this movie now looks amazing, and the last trailer really sold me. And what made the biggest impact to me was her eyes. They made them so that she has emotion. It looks real, even though obviously they're fake and they're huge, but it looks real now. It really seems to be a good adaptation. It creates a lot of wonder and excitement. So this movie, I'm just really looking forward to see, and hopefully they can do the original manga justice. Now, coming in at number 3, so cracking my top 3 coming out in April, is Shazam. Now, this was a movie that, as soon as I heard that they were going to do it, I kind of knew it was going to be a little silly. It was going to be a lot of fun because that's how the character is now. And to see the trailer, even though it's kind of goofy and the CG wasn't quite all there yet, I'm just really looking forward to seeing this. As everyone's been saying, it's what if the movie Big with Tom Hanks became a superhero movie? That's what this is. In the trailer, when Zachary Levi is acting, I'm viewing it as the kid acting in an adult body. Like, he immediately sold me and I was hooked in, and apparently from those who have seen it, the few that have seen it, the test footage of actual scenes in the movie are amazing and supposedly will blow us away. So just hearing that makes me more hyped about the movie than I was previously. And this is a character that I don't even particularly like that much. Yeah, he's okay character, but I'm not in love with him. He doesn't mean as much to me as any of the Justice League members, or any of the other ones like Booster Gold. Hopefully that's still going on, or Blue Beetle, which is apparently being greenlit. Any of those characters. Captain Marvel, aka Shazam now, he was just always a character that, he's like a lesser Superman, but kind of lame. But this movie, I think they're doing it right. I think they're reestablishing the character, and I think we're all going to love him. So that for me is number 3. Now this was a toss-up for me, because not only am I obviously going to be seeing all of these movies, but between number 1 and number 2, okay, I'm going to see them, like guaranteed. It's probably going to be multiple times, but which one am I going to see more if it's really good? I just had to think about that a little bit, and then I had to define in my head, what does hype mean? When I say I'm looking forward to the movies, my top 10 movies I'm looking forward to, what does that mean? Am I seeing it because I know I'm going to see it because I'm basically addicted to it, or am I seeing it because I'm just hyped out of my mind for it? Well, in this particular case, finishing number 2 for me is Avengers Endgame. And while I can't wait to see this movie, even if the trailers weren't selling me or anything, even if I never saw a trailer, I would still be going to see this movie, because you have to. If you've been watching every single Marvel movie, you have to see this movie. And once you've seen Infinity War, you have to go see Endgame. It's just how it is. So obviously I'm going to be going to see it. Obviously you're probably going to be seeing it as well. So there's nothing really more to say about this one. You're going to see it, and you can't wait to see it. If it dropped tomorrow, you'd be there tomorrow. But it doesn't quite crack number 1 for me. And by the way, Avengers is opening at the end of April as well, so we won't have to wait too long. Now, opening in May is my number one most anticipated movie, and that is Godzilla, King of the Monsters. So if you've seen any of these trailers, they're pretty nuts. So basically, you're either a Godzilla fan or you're not. You know, you like a guy in a rubber suit or you don't. You know, you like the CG version of it or you don't. Now, granted, the first Godzilla movie didn't seem to have enough Godzilla in it, especially for us hardcore Godzilla fans. We ended up going with Shin Godzilla, which had Godzilla in it for a lot of the movie, and you could see him and it wasn't dark and everything. These trailers for Godzilla King of the Monsters have more Godzilla in it than the first movie did. So to me, it's already a win. They learned from the feedback from their first one. They're going all for it right now. And especially with the success of Kong Skull Island, which obviously is going to be Godzilla vs. King Kong, the movie after this one, you know, that one I am looking forward to. But personally, I always thought Godzilla's foes were much, much cooler than Kong. Even this, you know, souped up Kong compared to, you know, the original ones. To me, this is really where it's going to be at. You have Mothra, you have Rodan, you have King Ghidorah or Ghidorah, however you want to say it. And they're already going right at each other in the trailer. You see him destroying everything, fighting the military, which of course it's a Godzilla movie. The military always loses. That's just how it is. So I can't wait to see this movie. I grew up a huge Godzilla fan. It was just something I loved. I remember reading the books, seeing what it was like for the actor to be in the rubber suit, sometimes catching on fire, almost passing out from heat exhaustion. Just, you know, a thankless job, but how much effort went into it, the miniatures, everything. This is obviously, you know, big budget movie, so it doesn't necessarily have all of that, but I am just still really looking forward to this because it's going to be the first time we really get the classic Godzilla monsters all in the same movie. And by same movie, I mean, you know, big budget American movie, not the Japanese ones, which multiple times all of the monsters have been in. So there you go. There's my top 10 most anticipated list of 2019. Let me know your thoughts about it. Do you agree with my list? Probably not. I mean, there's 10 possible ways you could disagree with it and a million more if you don't agree with any of it. So let me know your thoughts about it. Let me know your top 10 in the comment section below. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, hit me up on Twitter, and we'll catch you next time.